Oh, hi, teachers. Okay. I want to share this testimony to just reflect on the deep concern for God for us as man, and then also his faithfulness. Indeed, he brings us onto this earth for his own call. And in 2023, just within the last quarter, we were expecting our first child, and I had a call that my wife had to be rushed to the hospital because she had been diagnosed that she has pre-eclampsia. And she was being managed, but on the next day or the following day, after we had gone for visiting and then we had left the hospital, I had another call that I need to report immediately to the hospital because it has now moved on into eclampsia, and she has even had a seizure and she has collapsed. So I had to rush quickly there, and all they had to do was to have me sign a form so that they can quickly perform a cesarean session because it was a matter of life and death. So just at about 7 months, the child or the baby had to be brought out of my wife's womb. That is the preterm or prematurity. And all indications showed that this baby was not going to survive because there was so much complications. All her organs were not developed well. Her respiratory, gastrointestinal, every other system within the body was not developed. And all the medical reports were so horrible. In fact, I was so devastated. That night, I prayed. I went down, laid on the floor, and I wrestled with God. I prayed that God intervene in this matter. And I was so refreshed that I had an assurance that God assured that this baby will survive. Now, when I went to the hospital, in fact, at a point, the doctors were a bit concerned about me because I was so much full of hope. Whenever they say, get this medication, then I'll go and buy it. Do this lab test, then I'll go and do it. So they had to call for a counseling session to counsel me because they felt, what will happen if they don't psych my mind? I may go mad. But I was also with that assurance from God that she is surviving. And at a point, I tell the nurses, this baby is going to be coming to this NICU to do donations to you. So you better take care of her. And they were all surprised that, this man, is he all right? But to cut this long story short, to God be the glory. After 68 days in the NICU, we were finally discharged. And we came home right from the 28th of October. On 4th January, we were released from the hospital. And I say to the glory of God that baby has had 1 year, has passed on 6 months, and she is growing so beautifully up until now. She has survived. And so I want to encourage you, whatever it is that you are seeking and praying to God about, do not lose hope. He is still in the miracle working business. Amen.
Do a better one unto Jesus.